Everybody wants to get into the real estate development game. Most people think you got to be rich, deep pockets, have to have a ton of experience, or have special connections where they'll get your foot in the door and you can get into it. Truth is, guys, I didn't start with any of that, and I want to show you guys how you can go from nothing and zero experience to actually running a profitable business and finding a profitable project step by step. My name's Arthur. I've built over a dozen homes, from personal houses to multi-million-dollar developments, including townhomes, single-family homes, apartments, even commercial. And I don't have any construction background. I'm not a builder, I'm not a licensed GC, and no, I'm not a real estate agent. So I don't really have any licensing, but rather I'm just a junkie for numbers. Sounds kind of crazy, but fall in love with running the numbers. That is literally everything that you need in order to start getting into this game. So what did I do? How did I have the drive? Did I have the right people around me? What it was is I had the willingness to take action. I really wanted to get into the game. I was flipping cars. I was on that side of things, and I just was super duper hungry. That was literally the everything of this. And when I was running or doing cars, I was really running numbers. That's how I was able to scale and do whatever you could be flipping motorcycles, you could be flipping couches. I know somebody doing 10,000 a month flipping couches. The whole point is you've got to understand what's a profitable deal. So today, what I really want to cover is a path to show you guys what it looks like to build an actual development company or do your first project without ever having to pick up a hammer and have a GC license or be a real estate agent. First things first, you got to change your mindset. You got to start thinking like a developer. What does that look like? It's not, well, okay, I have this much money, this is what I could afford, this is what I can build. Absolutely not. It's how can I make this deal? How can I run the numbers to find out if this is a juicy enough deal that whoever I bring this to that is active in the game will literally jump all over it? How can I get 5 people fighting over a deal? That is the key. What does that mean? Your job is literally to understand and how to find opportunity, not how can I afford this deal. It's not just buying a house, maybe you're creating, it's not just, oh, I want to do this thing and try this out and hope it works. Your advantages, you understand how to look at a deal, you understand how to find the value out of a deal if there is value, and you become literally a master at solving problems. For example, my brother had a personal house. There was no sewer about 75 feet away. The lot is worth $250. He negotiated all the way down to $108,000. Why? Because he had to spend $70 on sewer. And so he was able to understand that and create $50,000, $60,000 of profit just on the land on top of the build, which ended up being his personal house. Now, if you understood that and you can break down these numbers and bring it to a developer, a builder, investor, you can easily sell the deal. If you don't have the capital for the first couple, you can take a $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 fee, finder fee for bringing that deal, because you understand the vision of it, you understand what's the potential. And then step number 2, you learn how to analyze the deal. So you're not swinging hammers and saving money because you're doing the labor. You just understand what it's like running the numbers. You understand the product that needs to be built. You understand how to comp and find out, okay, what is being built in this area? I'm just gonna copy paste and add my own twist and find out and make sure all of the numbers are lined up. All of the utilities are there. It's a buildable lot. What's the holding cost? What's the selling cost? So you're just analyzing and understanding the numbers, and you're falling in love with that piece of it. Not, oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful neighborhood. This has to make money. That's not always the case. Sometimes the okay neighborhoods can still make a profit because they're in the A locations. So you understand that through the analyzing of the deal. So most importantly, you really just want to make sure the deal makes sense and it's profitable. So this is a skill, guys. I had to learn this skill. I had to run numbers, do deals, analyze, because you're going to see a lot of properties everywhere. Go to Redfin Zillow, type in land, type in for sale, and put in a city. There's going to be hundreds of listings. Some of them are 1, 2, 3 years old. It's crazy. But the hot deals and the good deals that actually make sense will fly off the shelf in the first 1 to 3 days. Remember that. Anything on the market. So you can focus on the deals off market. The next thing is getting the team right. You have to understand, once you run the numbers and you have that side of things, now you create third-party relationships which become partnerships. You got the right builder, the right architect, the right lender, the right agent. Guess what? None of them are coming out of a monthly salary, a monthly paycheck. It's a team. It's a team of other people looking for the same goal, which is what? To make a profit, to make this happen. The agent wants to get paid on the commission. The lender wants to get paid on the loan. The builder wants to get paid on the fee. The investor wants to get paid on the deal. So when you understand numbers, you know how to analyze. They're going to see, okay, this guy truly knows what he's doing. And you may have never done your first deal, but you've done so much homework. The investor is willing to take a chance on you. My brother built his first house with an investor, all by running the numbers, showing him what's possible, what the potential is, and splitting profits. There are people out there willing to take that risk. That means you may have to give up a little bit more profit on that first deal. But if you understand these steps so far, you can do that. You guys, it is absolutely possible. So it doesn't have to be expensive. In fact, remember, they all have an interest in the deal. They all want to make this possible, make this happen. So many will work with you as long as you're serious and you're prepared. Inside of our mentorship, we literally teach you, we give you the different scripts on how I talk to these property owners, how you talk to builders, how you talk to architects, the type of product we're building, the plan sets that we have, feasibility checklists to make sure that that lot is actually buildable and what to look for. If you just bring a feasibility checklist and go through each item and say, here's what I've confirmed on each item, you are already greater than the 95% of people trying to do this because you've come prepared. So understand, the next step would be understanding the financing. What does that look like? What does it look like to put a loan together? How does the loan work? What are the fees associated with that loan? You don't have to build a couple 100,000 different homes. You don't have to get multiple loans to build this. Typically, you can get one loan to make this happen. And we've helped a lot of people build different homes. Depending on if it's your primary residence or if it's an investment loan, you'll be putting anywhere from 5% down just for the down payment plus some closing costs on a construction or perm loan. Or you'll be doing hard money loans where you're talking 15 to 20% down, but there's alternative options where you can do joint ventures, or you can seller finance, or you can even have long-term contracts. I have one right now. I have signed 3-year contracts with property owners, allowing me to do the work before I even closed on the deal. So what does that all mean? You're like, man, that was crazy. Understanding how to pitch the deal and understanding the perspective of the deal. So financing is a super great tool. It's one of the best ways to open up the door for you guys to start getting into this game. It is absolutely possible to get a deal done with 0 money down and 0% interest, depending on the seller. Some sellers don't really care. They like you, they fall in love with you. They're like, hey, no problem. I'll give you this much time to execute on it. You obviously have to sign the right contract, make sure you put it in place, not just a handshake, let's go do it, but there is a possibility to even do this without any capital. It's just going to take the right resources, the right tools, the right people, and understanding of the entire process from start to finish. So you can try doing this alone. It's the riskiest, but there is absolutely a way to start, and you can be successful in this, and you can figure it out from scratch. You just need a plan, you need accountability, and you need somebody that has done this before to help you avoid those big mistakes, the landmines where you do something and it could blow up in your face, rather saying, okay, you've done this before, here's the deal, here's what I'm looking at, what are some things that maybe I'm missing? I always say, somebody, I had a call with them recently and they're like, man, you've done everything but skyscrapers. And I laughed and I said, well, the reason I haven't done skyscrapers is because you don't know what you don't know. So I'm not gonna step into something blind. And so I said, what I would do is I would partner with someone that does skyscrapers. I would do the deal with them together and they would guide me through the process or give me all the tools and resources. And now I no longer don't know or lack that knowledge. I have a general understanding and I can move forward in the right direction. So that is where we've built our absolutely awesome platform called 7-Figure Builder. It's an education platform. So if you're serious and you want to get into the development, the build, or the wholesale game where you're finding deals for other builders and you're taking a fee, maybe you're tired of just watching videos, because watching YouTube, watching all the TikTok, Instagram, it's great, but it's not action oriented. It's not, here's the resources, here's what I'm actually doing. There's no live call of somebody negotiating with a property owner. There's no live call of somebody negotiating, talking to an architect or a builder. If that's you and it's time for you to get in the game, we have all those resources. I have live calls, me and the team talking through it, negotiating, putting deals together. So maybe you want to build your first house under the primary construction loan, put 5-7% down, or you want to flip properties or build houses to sell or develop and build yourself a rental. Me and my team would love to help you out and show you the right way. If you're interested in this and you want to get into the education side of things and the mentorship side of things, text the word YouTube to 360-216-0304. Again, you guys, it's 360-216-0304. 216-0304, or you can just head to our website at 7figurebuilder.com and you can book a call, and you can book a call with our team. Let them know you came from YouTube. They'll know that you've been really watching, learning, and going through all this material, and you are ready for that next step. So we'll show you how to take your first step. We'll give you all the tools, all the resources, and understanding that you don't always need a ton of capital, but of course, capital is definitely a great way to get into the game, but there is absolutely other ways. Appreciate it so much. As always, let's crush it. Like, share, subscribe, and throw in the comments if there's anything else you want to see or you want to hear. And I'm super excited to continue to give you guys value, and I always love feedback.